In 1999, the Sega Dreamcast released. It was a console ahead of its time. It introduced players to online gaming, memory card displays, and innovative hardware, all wrapped up in a futuristic design. While its life was tragically cut short, the Dreamcast library of games showcased the creativity and ambition of Sega and its developers. Titles like Shenmue, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Power Stone, and Sonic Adventure were more than just games. They were milestones that redefined genres and set new benchmarks for storytelling and gameplay. Let's revisit the Dreamcast and explore what makes these games so iconic. Directed by Yu Suzuki, Shenmue was unlike anything gamers had seen before. The story follows Ryo Hazuki, a determined young martial artist, as he sets out to avenge the murder of his father at the hands of the enigmatic Lan Di. What begins as a personal quest quickly spirals into a larger tale involving martial arts secrets, ancient artifacts, and shadowy organizations. This narrative ambition was supported by an intricately detailed recreation of Yokosuka, Japan in the 1980s, complete with NPCs who had their own daily routines and unique personalities. Development for Shenmue began as a project for the Sega Saturn and eventually transitioned to the Dreamcast, with Yu Suzuki and his team striving to create a full reactive eyes entertainment experience. This vision translated into groundbreaking mechanics like QuickTime events for cinematic action sequences, a real-time day-night cycle, and weather systems that made the world feel alive. Players could interact with nearly everything in the environment, from arcade machines to vending machines, adding layers of immersion rarely seen in games at the time. Beyond the main story, Shenmue introduced players to side activities that helped ground the experience in realism. Ryo could take up a part-time job driving forklifts, visit arcades to play Sega classics, or collect capsule toys, all of which gave the player an opportunity to live in the world rather than just pass through it. These small details elevated the game beyond its revenge-driven narrative, creating a truly memorable world that players could lose themselves in. Though Shenmue was a commercial risk, costing over $70 million to develop, a staggering amount at the time, it left an indelible mark on the industry. Its influence is evident in modern open-world titles like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Yakuza. Despite its niche appeal and modest sales, Shenmue remains a testament to the Dreamcast's willingness to push boundaries and deliver experiences ahead of their time.
Capcom presents
Ready?
In the realm of fighting games, few titles can claim the legacy and enduring appeal of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Released in 2000, this crossover fighter brought together a dream roster of 56 characters, blending Marvel superheroes with Capcom legends like Ryu, Mega Man, and Morrigan. The game was renowned for its fast-paced 3v3 battles and innovative tag team mechanics, which allowed players to swap characters mid-combat and execute devastating team-based combos. The development of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 built upon Capcom's CPS2 arcade hardware, but also took advantage of the Dreamcast's advanced capabilities. Using the Naomi arcade board, a close relative of the Dreamcast, the game featured smooth animations, vibrant 2D sprites, and colorful 3D backgrounds that gave the visuals a dynamic, layered feel. This fusion of 2D and 3D elements was groundbreaking, ensuring that the game looked as good as it played. What truly set Marvel vs. Capcom 2 apart was its accessibility. While the game offered a high skill ceiling for competitive players, its simplified control scheme made it approachable for newcomers. The 3-button attack system streamlined inputs without sacrificing depth, and the massive roster ensured that players of all skill levels could find characters they loved. Iconic matchups like Wolverine vs. Ryu or Spider-Man vs. Chun-Li became the stuff of legend, cementing the game's status as a fan favorite. Despite its initial success, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 gained an even larger following in the years after its release, thanks to the Dreamcast's reputation as a haven for arcade-perfect ports. Competitive players continue to celebrate the game at tournaments, and its influence can be seen in modern fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ. To this day, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remains a gold standard for the genre, and a shining example of the Dreamcast's incredible library. When Sonic Adventure launched alongside the Dreamcast in 1999, it was a statement piece, a bold leap into the third dimension for Sega's iconic mascot. The game introduced players to the bustling city of Station Square, the mysterious ruins of the Mystic Ruins, and other expansive environments that pushed the boundaries of what a Sonic game could be. Its story centers on Sonic and his friends as they team up to stop Dr. Robotnik, now officially known as Eggman, from unleashing the monstrous Chaos, an ancient water-based creature capable of devastating destruction. What made Sonic Adventure stand out was its ambitious scope. The game featured 6 playable characters, each with their own unique gameplay style. Sonic's high-speed platforming took center stage, but players could also explore as Tails in flight-based levels, Knuckles in treasure hunting missions, and even as Big the Cat in quirky fishing minigames. This variety gave the game a sense of scale that was rare at the time, offering different perspectives on the overarching story. The development of Sonic Adventure was a massive undertaking for Sonic Team, involving trips to Central and South America to study real-world locations for inspiration. This attention to detail is evident in the game's vibrant visuals, from the towering skyscrapers of Station Square to the lush jungles of the Mystic Ruins. The Dreamcast's hardware allowed for dynamic lighting, fluid animations, and detailed textures, creating a visual feast that stood out in the early 3D gaming landscape. Although there was some criticism for its occasional camera issues and glitches, Sonic Adventure was a commercial and critical success, selling over 2 million copies. It's not only redefined the Sonic franchise, but also set the stage for future 3D platformers. For fans of the Blue Blur, Sonic Adventure remains a nostalgic reminder of the Dreamcast's heyday and a testament to Sega's creativity.
Hey out there, this is Tokyo's very own #1 pirate power station, Jet Set Radio!
In 2000, Jet Set Radio was released. It was one of Dreamcast's most unique titles, blending graffiti art, rollerblading, and urban rebellion into an unforgettable experience. Set in the fictional city of Tokyo 2, players take on the role of Beat, a graffiti artist and rollerblader who leads the GGs, a gang fighting for territory and self-expression against rival gangs and oppressive police forces. The game's story, while lighthearted, carried a deeper message about individuality and freedom in the face of authority. What set Jet Set Radio apart was its groundbreaking cel-shaded graphics, which gave the game a vibrant, cartoon-like aesthetic. This visual style was a perfect match for the game's energetic vibe, bringing Tokyo 2 to life with colorful graffiti, neon-lit streets, and bustling urban environments. The Dreamcast hardware was pushed to its limits, delivering smooth animations and detailed environments that still hold up today. Gameplay revolved around skating through open worlds, tagging specific locations with graffiti, while avoiding obstacles and pursuing enemies. The controls, while challenging to master, rewarded players with a sense of flow and freedom that captured the spirit of skate culture. The game's soundtrack, featuring a mix of J-pop, hip-hop, and electronic tracks, perfectly complemented its rebellious tone, with tracks like Super Brothers and Magical Girl becoming iconic in their own right. Although Jet Set Radio didn't achieve massive commercial success, it became a cult classic and a symbol of the Dreamcast creative spirit. Its influence can be seen in modern indie games like Hi-Fi Rush and Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. For fans of the Dreamcast, Jet Set Radio remains a timeless celebration of style, music, and individuality.
In the 19th century, people are strong believers of superstition and legend. Adventurers seek the world for fortune and glory and a legendary treasure which has the power to make dreams come true. That treasure is known as the Power Stone.
Power Stone was Capcom's bold attempt to reinvent the fighting game genre. Set in a whimsical world of treasure hunters, the game featured an eclectic cast of characters, each on a quest to collect the fabled Power Stones. Unlike traditional one-on-one fighters, Power Stone introduced chaotic, free-for-all battles in fully 3D arenas, where players could interact with the environment and use objects as weapons. The story of Power Stone is as colorful as its cast, from the dashing Edward Falcon to the mysterious sorceress Rogue. Each character had their own unique motivations and fighting styles. The Power Stones themselves added an extra layer of strategy, transforming characters into super-powered versions of themselves when collected. These transformations could turn the tide of battle, encouraging players to think on their feet and adapt to the chaos. Capcom designed Power Stone to be a party game as much as a competitive fighter, and this ethos is evident in its dynamic, destructible environments. Players could climb walls, throw furniture, and trigger stage hazards, creating matches that felt more like action-packed set pieces than traditional fights. This emphasis on environmental interaction and unpredictable gameplay made Power Stone a hit with both casual and hardcore audiences. Power Stone was critically acclaimed, but it never achieved the commercial success of Capcom's more traditional fighters. However, its legacy lives on in modern arena fighters like Super Smash Bros. And Brawlhalla. For many, Power Stone remains a shining gem in the Dreamcast library and a reminder of the console's willingness to take creative risks. Skies of Arcadia is one of Dreamcast's most beloved RPGs. It transports players to a breathtaking world of floating islands, sky pirates, and epic airship battles. The story follows Vice, a daring young blue rogue, and his friends, as they embark on a quest to stop the evil Valuan Empire from awakening ancient weapons of destruction known as Gigas. Along the way, the trio explores exotic lands, uncovers lost treasures, and encounters a colorful cast of allies and adversaries. The game's world building is one of the greatest strengths. Arcadia is divided into distinct regions based on different moons, each with its own unique culture, environment, and challenges. From the lush forests of Ixtaka to the icy tundras of Glacia, every location feels vibrant and alive, encouraging players to explore every corner of the map. The sky itself serves as an extension of the world, with airship navigation offering a sense of freedom rarely seen in RPGs of the era. Gameplay in Skies of Arcadia combines traditional turn-based combat with unique airship battles. Players manage a party of characters, each with distinct abilities and elemental affinities, while strategically using special moves and items to overcome enemies. Airship battles, on the other hand, involve positioning, resource management, and timing to outmaneuver and outgun enemy ships. The game also features a discovery system, rewarding players for uncovering hidden locations and secrets scattered throughout the skies. Skies of Arcadia was developed by Overworks, a team within Sega that poured their passion into every aspect of the game. The vibrant visuals and stirring musical score helped bring the world of Arcadia to life, while the compelling narrative kept players invested from start to finish. Though it didn't achieve massive commercial success, the game garnered critical acclaim and a devoted fan base, leading to an enhanced re-release on the GameCube. To this day, Skies of Arcadia remains a shining example of the Dreamcast's innovative spirit and a treasure trove of adventure for RPG enthusiasts. The Sega Dreamcast may have been short-lived, but its legacy lives on through its incredible library of games. These titles push the boundaries of storytelling, gameplay, and visual design, leaving their mark on the gaming industry. Which of these games is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. As always, I appreciate you, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.